Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Ready? Hey, no more. Check 48's the mic. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Jackson on first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check it. Match box. Right.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Ingram. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Wide, get wide. Undercrunch. 48.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Roberts has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Rush in.
To throw is Jackson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out the, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, Jay.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Watch the twitch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram.
Check safety.
And he works it past the 30, almost. Goes to the 25.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Brings up second and 9 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light.
There goes Mark Ingram, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 88 yards, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly, got right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down, but when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Slam.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Let's go.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check tight.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Got it. 80 weapons. Will, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Check 31.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Be a long day for you. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And the Raven first down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They find some open field here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Shift, shift. He's coming, he's coming. Go.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Let's see what you got.
From the 39, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
49, check 49.
Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
And the Raven first down.
fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go. Henry. Squeeze. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch twist.
Jackson to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 67 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6.
Now Jackson. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Let's go now. Touchdown. Back to pass. Check 90.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the hammer, so I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 95, 56. 48 right now, let's go. Come on, D.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Brees. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Now Brown.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
41-yard line.
Here we go. 54. 60 outlaw. 54 Mike. Let's go. Say.
Jackson on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing now is Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
48th Mike. Cut. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Whip. You're good. I fool. Ready.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze.
Here we go.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Ready. Still waiting. 50 seconds to mine. Who that? You go tight. You got tight. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check. Right.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. Now Breeze. Toward the pylon, caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Come on now, come on now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give him 17 on that pickup.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, here we go again. Here we go again. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
This is Ingram. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base. Rip left, rip left. Check 37, check 37. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check 43, run it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This a 33-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And thanks to his safety and 2 field goals, this is now an 8-0 game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. No.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson now. And this is incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st down, Ingram. Powerful running, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Lady! Switch. Kill.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing now is Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing on first is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too. Great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 7 on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
57. Hey, 7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Go.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go counter with Howard. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, 53 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
From the red zone now, Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me. I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this will be a touchback. Set sails over the end line.
Here we go. Like 20! 48's the mic. Know your job.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 180! 12.
On second and 15 now. Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about... the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 3.
Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 36, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 36 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second and 12, Jackson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
What we got? Joker.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. It's Henry, 56. Go. You ain't doing nothing today. Switch. Henry. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts.
Complete to Seth Roberts. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the double. 56 at the mic.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Jackson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's how we ball, fellas.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Take four.
Throwing is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, boys.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Deuce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Right here. Check. Lucky.
3rd and goal, Jackson flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 8-yard touchdown run, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
57's Mike. Mike 57. 11.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson now. Going to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the before. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
To throw again. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jackson now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Right there, 54.
Again, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 53. I'm trying to collect.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
I'm coming after you.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
On 1st down, Ingram. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Jackson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Showing it. Check nine. Hey, switch gears. Go.
Running right, this is Ingram. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He won't go down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Wait, 11. Go ahead.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on second and 7. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
40. Here we go. Like 80! Not today.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
49ers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Garoppolo now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go. Hatchet.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Ingram again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.